Welcome, Dusty Bender Network. Back at it, game two. I said 7 p.m., 6 p.m., plus or minus an hour. Got the Wisconsin Selects and the White Pennies facing off against Fort Francis High School. They're called the Muskies. They're about 148 miles straight north. Said it was about a 3-hour drive for them, maybe slightly under. They played Badger City this morning, right after us actually. I believe the score was 2-0 Fort Francis is what I got as far as report. And we'll see what we have. A lot of talented players, it looked like, in the warm-ups. Again, Fort Francis will be wearing the black pennies, Selects in the white. We're going to come back. It's going to be Johnson with Jacobson and Keeble on the left side. Keeble's able to steal that. She's going to try to bring it in the zone. She pulls an e-brake, sends it down deep, picked up. Here's Larson. Larson tries to go center, lost a tire, and here comes Fort Francis Muskies. They come up left side. Good stick there. That's Brenna Rogers. She's able to put a stick into it and put it the other way as that goes behind the net. Comes back the other side as they're going to try to leave the zone on the half. It's coming around the net behind Andert. Sierra Andert in net for us here on game two with the white pads. Easy to tell them apart because the pads are different colors for me. As the Selects are trying to get move it up the wall. It's going to be held by the Muskies. Nope, second attempt. Nice job. Keeble able to get that out, sends it up top. Here comes Larson. Larson pulls an e-brake, takes a look center. She doesn't like the look. She sends it all the way to the far side. That's going to come into the corner. And here is Fort Francis on the play. Nice job by Kilgora. Holds the line. Duncan tries to move out of the half boards. She gets sticked away on that turn. They're battling on the boards here in front of the camera as Annika Olinsky able to hold the line, and that is rimmed around for Fort Francis as they try to break it out. Picked up. Here's Duncan. She tries to backhand one in. It's going to be stood up by the Muskies as they try to rim it around far side. Picked up on the hash. They're going to look for a center outlet. They find it. Coming up, it's number 10. She's coming straight up. Doesn't like the look. Sends it deep. Ander puts that in the corner with the paddle. That's going to come back and around. Sophia Johnson up to Abby, and that is Abby Elliott. Ander able to make a glove save. Face-off coming. D-zone face-off. Left side as we get a wholesale change. Paisley Leistig. Still haven't gotten that last name. Going to have to ask a parent or two for a cheat sheet on that. Up on the forward side with her is going to be Bailey Shue and Colby Springer. Backside looks like Adams and Katzma. As they're going to battle in the corner, it's brought back out. Here is Springer. Springer tries to get it around, half boards, can't quite get it out, goes middle, look out, here's the Muskies, good stick by Katzma, rolls over it, she's able to maintain it, she gets it up. Sorry, that's Adams. Adams to Springer. Springer right side, able to put that deep in behind the net as the girls chase just past the stick of Kobe. They're going to try to move it. Muskies try to chip and run with it. Adams steps in, nice job, uses a leg, holds his own. Paisley has it, cuts center, nice job here. Tries to get a shot, good block by the Muskies. Up and over the net as it comes back behind Paisley, behind the net, working some dirty work. In front, just sitting there. And the Muskies are going to try to move it as Penny Leffelholtz comes in to try to take that. Leffelholtz right here, center, has it alone. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Smith coming off the bench, able to get a stick on it. Turns the girl sideways as she tries to dig in there. Has to be careful of the hook. Tries to use her body to get her out of the way. Able to do so. Good cut here by Izzy Johnson. She gets tripped on the way. Power play coming for the Selects. 14:03 left in the first. Nice sequence there. Good forecheck. Penny, Smith, and Johnson trying to make it happen. And we'll set up a man advantage. 14:03 left. 2-minute power play. Tripping's the call. Penny wins that over. Smith sends it back to the point. It's picked up. Rogers back to Smith. Smith tries to go between the legs. Couldn't quite thread the needle. Races on here as Dogs is trying to get up top. And she moves D to D. Just past the stick of Rogers, though, as the Muskies pick that up, and they're going to try to waste some time with it. She loses an edge. She's able to stick it forward. Nice job by Johnson. She pokes it forward. She has Smith coming in hard to the net. Penny's up top shelf. Oh, good Good shot pass there by Izzy Johnson, just misses. As that comes up, Dogs has to step in. She's able to hold the zone. As that's Johnson tries to reverse it to Holtz. Sorry, that was Penny. And now it's on the sideboards. It's going to go behind. Smith has it, just misses the one-time. Good setup play. Just have to connect on that one-timer. Good look from Penny Leffelholtz there. 13:04 as Dogs digs it out of the corner. 57 seconds. She's got a stretch to Smith. Smith comes up on that side, and she puts it in deep. Penny's got a chase as they try to get fresh legs. Good forecheck there on Leffelholtz. It's going to be picked up. That's Sophia Johnson coming from the point side. She's behind the net. She has Kegel. Shot and a goal. Take a look at the replay here. Excellent play setup. Sophia comes up on the left side and darts one from behind the net, feeds it in front. Morgan makes no mistake on that one-timer. 1-0 Selects. 39 seconds still on that power play. That'll be erased. As we get a full line change here. Backside's going to be Annika Olinsky with Sophia Johnson. Front side, Jacobson, Larson, and Keevel, the goal scorer. That gets up, left side. Muskies carry in over the zone. Offsides is the call, just a bit early. Set it up and try it again. 12:36 left to play here in the first. Face off one back. Muskies go D to D. They look for a regroup at their blue line. They come center outlet, try to move it right edge, just past the stick of Sophia Johnson. They're going to move on to the back of the net, all the way now half boards. They try center outlet, just missed. Morgan Keevel going straight down the center, stretching that ice. Sophia steps in there on a outlet pass to the right side. Jacobson there to help. Gets to Larson. Larson loses the handle, but gets it back to Jacobson. Loses that. Now it gets back into the select zone. Keevel picks it up, reverses out of it, moves half board. She's got an open one. Just misses on the outlet there to Larson. Larson's going to go on the forward check. I can hear coaches screaming to move your feet. This will be a tough one. Game 2, big sheet of ice. Talked about it in game 1. Olympic sheet of ice. You're 200 by 100. So the endurance factor going to play in. Good move here by the Muskies, up and over the net and out of play. I believe that was deflected. We should have an end zone face-off here. Andert doing a good job in the back end there, tracking that one the whole way through. Face-off coming right side of Sierra Andert. Kilgora steps in on the face-off dot, pushes it forward, races onto it, can't quite get there. As that was Abby Elliott trying to get there to that puck, just couldn't quite sneak through. Picked up by the Muskies on the half boards. They're going to try to move it. Chloe holds it on the line, but it's picked up immediately by the Muskies. They're going to come in on the side. Good defensive play. Once and twice gets a stick on it. That's Annika Olinsky able to get a stick. Shot wasn't even reached from net side. Good problem to have. Some stout defense right now. Kilgora lines in. Face off one by the Muskies. Comes all the way back. Soft one put behind the net of Sierra Andert. Going to come all the way to the corner as there is a battle that ensues. Picked up by Rogers. She's going to bring it back behind the net. Make a move. Try to get it up. There's a switch. Rogers is going to continue on as she's got time and space. She kicks it up to the stick. Moves it center. She's in center street. Shot on. Good shot. Nice rebound. Nice juicy rebound just sitting there. Girls couldn't get to it first. It's going to be the Muskies as they try a center outlet. Now left edge. Good defense by Dogs. Follows that play all the way in. She's going to pick it up in the corner. She's going to rim it around to her partner. Here's Rogers. Rogers taking a look. Center outlet. Goes off a skate of Kilgora. Should be on net. That negates icing as the Muskies goalie plays it. Fresh legs coming on the ice for the Selects, all 5. As this is going to be Bailey Shue with Paisley and Colby Springer. Picked up by Paisley. Tries to center it. Nice centering pass. Gets it to Bailey Shue. Shue coming up center street here. Taking a look. She puts one on. Well wide. Rebound right in front. Paisley with the goal. Really nice play there. Bailey Shue doing most of the work here. Gets a shot. Gets her own rebound off the backboards. Puts it in front. And Paisley makes no mistake. Puts it in. 2-0. Selects. Good net presence there. Good hustle by Bailey Shu getting to that puck, shooting it in, gets her own rebound, puts it in front. Face off, one back, selects. They're going to go indirect off the boards. Chipped in front now. Here's Bailey. Going to take a look for Paisley. Oh, just missed on the connection. Great idea. Far side was open. That's going to skip off of Sophia Johnson's stick. She immediately plays it off the boards, does Bailey, and here comes Colby. She's got time. She has Paisley far side, but decides to dump it deep to Chase. Rimmed all the way around. That's going to be played up here by Annika Olinsky. Annika taking a look. Oh, just off the tape. Almost through her stick. Oh, it's picked up. Look at the speed here. Izzy Johnson showing the speed. She's going to circle. Takes it all the way out the zone. And here comes the Muskies. Too much speed for her own hands. Goes middle. It's Penny. Smith picks it up. They're going to immediately transition with speed. Smith goes in, tries to cut back. Good defensive play there. Penny's able to get to the forecheck immediately. Muskie's in the corner. Penny's throwing bodies around. Comes up to Adams. She makes a move once, twice. Oh, she gets poke checked on the way in. And here they come left side, 2-on-1. Chloe Katzma back. Going to come on Andert. Shot. Great stick by Chloe. Able to put that outside. No harm, no foul. Shot doesn't even get through. Oh, look out. Here comes Penny. Penny tries for a shot. Gets taken down. No call. I don't see a hand up. Looked like she got torn off the puck there. Smith's going to pull it around. She's going to try to beat her man to it. Paisley and Penny in front once, twice. Couldn't get there. It's going to be picked up by the Muskies as they're going to bring it left side. They got time and space. Pull an e-break on the half boards. Comes all the way in. Shot Andert answering the bell. Plenty of opportunities on that far side. Andert stopping that one as they come in on the left edge. 8:21 left to play in the first. Selects up 2-0. Wholesale change. Jacobson lines in. Face off is won by the Muskies. They're going to go D to D. Oh, look at that. Morgan Keevel causing problems. She goes center to Larson. Here's Larson coming in. Breakaway. Tries to go opposite side. Good stop by the goaltender. Really good stop by the Muskies goaltender there. Transition speed looks really good for the Selects here in the game 2. They get the puck and they are moving hot up ice. Face off upcoming, right side of the Muskie goaltender. Jacobson puts it right on net. It's picked up. Muskies will take it. They try to leave center. They're able to get it out, but picked, and Rogers picks that up left side. Good job over the red line. Puts it deep in the zone. Going to come back around the goaltender. Rims around to the half boards. It's met by a slew of players. Dogs tries to step, able to get a piece of it. They're going to try to come up right edge. Good hustle by Dogs and good switch there by Morgan Keevel. Backed up, that's going to be Jacobson. She has it. She has a center outlet. She's going to take it. Here comes Larson, middle. Tries to make a move around. You're just looking at Andert. Oh, loses an edge. She puts it in front. Bodies flying everywhere. Girls are just tired. Nothing to call there. Here comes the Muskies, left side, 3-on-2 developing. They put it center street, sticking in the middle. Good D. Annika Larson able to get that out, Annika Olinsky rather, and puts it deep for an ice. 7:17 left in the first. Face-off upcoming by Andert. Going to be right side for her. Get a full change. So you got Olinsky on the backside. With her is going to be Sophia Johnson. Nice block there. Elliott, looks like she took that in a no-pad area. She's hobbling a little bit. Let's see if she can work it out. Comes to Duncan, far side, tries to move it up and out. Can't quite get it there. Here's the Muskies trying to play that up center. They're able to. Olinsky turns it. She's got all kinds of traffic. She gets poke checked there as Muskies try to turn it around center. Turned away. That's Johnson. Up to Kilgora. Kilgora, left side. She puts it deep. Comes around the backside of the goaltender. Rims around. Here's Elliott in the corner. Trying to work a little bit of a cycle here with Kilgora. Kilgora's fishing right now, trying to get a puck. Doesn't have to as it comes out right in front over her stick. Great idea. Abby Elliott there trying to put one on the stick of Kilgora, and it just goes over. Spinorama there by Johnson, showing the skills behind the net. leaves the Muskie in the dust. We lose the stretch pass here as Duncan's hard on the forechest. Muskies are going to try to leave, come up center. It's turned around. Here's Johnson after the spinorama. She takes a hit. She's okay. Good forecheck by Paisley. She's in there hard trying to get that puck off the stick of the Muskies. As they reverse around far side, Bailey Shue over there trying to step into it. Gets a piece of it. Sophia Johnson is able to keep it in the zone. It's going to rim all the way around to the half boards. Backhander pass by Springer just misses Paisley, and here comes the Muskies as they're able to leave left side. She's got some help on the right, but good back check here by these selects. They have numbers as that's going to come around Andert. Muskies are going to circle. They look for a drop pass, and it's missed. Good idea here. This is Bailey. She was able to read that drop pass. Comes in on net, shot on. Good save by the goaltender. I think Bailey liked that shot back. I think she was trying to do something off the toe there, and it just didn't release right. 5:20 left to play in the first. We'll get a front line change. Levelholtz, Smith, and Johnson coming on. Going to stick in the back with Adams and Katzma. Far side, Chloe's able to stick that in. It's going to come to Johnson. Johnson has it, taking a look. Penny has it. Penny's going to look in front. Oh, she was trying to dart a centering pass. And Adams, using that stick to her advantage, holds the zone with a 7-foot reach. As Johnson gets it to Smith, shot on. There's Penny. Trying to get it in. It's no goal. Unbelievable. That puck was just bouncing around. Give the Muskies goaltender credit there, standing firm. Smith and Levelholtz both in front. Good pass from Johnson. 4:59 left in the first. This line is made up of a Cap City Cougar, Wisconsin Western Star, and a Warhawk. Quite a mix. It's the best part about the selects is the different areas that they all come from and come together and play as a team. Johnson plays a reverse off of it. She's got a stretch coming up with Penny, just misses it off a skate. Adams picks that up, goes off the boards. Goes right in the middle. Penny's going to escape out to it. And that's picked up. Here's Johnson. Smith's going to try to come with her on the right side. Johnson puts it in. Smith has to move on the forecheck. She's going hard into the boards. Muskies play that D to D. They're going to go back under the stick of Smith. Penny's up there as well on the forecheck. Good read there by Morgan Keevel. Keevel's got it. Trying to go center. She picks up Penny. Penny in front to Smith. Smith didn't move across to get it. Lots of traffic in front there as Penny and Smith come off for fresh legs. In his dogs on the forecheck. Nice job. Comes to Keevel. Keevel's got it. Nice move. Comes center. Shot on. Good save, goaltender. As they try to center it. Lost a wheel on the way in. That was Jacobson, I think, on the backside. Good hold on the line there. That's Rogers. Backhands it up and plays it into the zone. Muskie's trying to move it out. Good job here by the selects as they move it far side. Dana has it. Centers one. Came off the stick a little strange. Had to lift it up and over. Those are tough seeds in the front. Right in front. Oh, just off the stick. Couldn't hold the zone here. They're going to have to reset as they're going to come over the blue line now. Here's Larson. She turns around. Does a good job there. Tries to go far side. No call as Muskies are going to try to move it right edge. They get it up right edge. They're going to come up through center. Rogers does a good job. Gets a stick on it. Turns them around. Penalty upcoming on the Muskies. Roughing, or cross-check rather, is the call. I think that's a frustration one there. Power play selects coming up. 3 minutes here, play in the first. Face-off will come on the left side of the Muskies goaltender. Rogers doing a great job there, turning her back. She got frustrated and threw her into the boards. Face-off dot here. Good face-off win. That's Kilgore. She puts it back to the point. Sophia Johnson shot on. That gets kicked to the side. It's going to be picked up by Abby Elliott. Goes behind. They're going to move it around as Duncan. Right in front. Johnson. Nice shot. It's loose. And a goal. Goaltender makes the first save. Nobody there, though, to pick up the rebounder. And it's Morgan Keevel. She puts it in the back of the net. 3-0. Power play goal. Again, goaltender making the initial save there, doing a great job. Morgan fouls that up and puts it away. As that moves in, 2:40 left to play in the first. Face-off comes back, regrouped. Here's Olinsky. Olinsky to Johnson. Johnson tries to play it. Goes off the boards to Duncan. Duncan trying to move it to Kilgora. Just missed center ice. They play on. Here comes the Muskies. They're going to bring it in. Shot on Andert. Good job. Tough spot there on the armpit, but she's able to handle that with ease. Face-off upcoming in the zone for Andert. 2:16 left to play in the first. Kilgora, good face-off win. Tries to move it behind the net. Olinsky takes it, reverses out of it, sends it the other way to Elliott. Elliott moves it up to Johnson, just misses on the connection. Girls play on here as they try to move it off the half boards. It comes off the half boards. Muskie's in there, shot on, hit the side of the net as they're going to play on. It's in the corner, deep in the corner. Johnson getting pinned on the boards back there in the corner. Whole slew of players in there, 4 in total. Muskie's getting a cross check here as Kilgora got put into the boards hard. It's going to be a 5-on-3 coming. Well, sorry, 5-on-4 as the other penalty power play was ended with a goal. So another power play. Dangerous play there on the boards. I think they got to call it. She was shoved in the boards, Kilgora, from behind. That's what they're trying to take out of the game. It's a good call. No one's arguing it either on the Fort Francis High School side. Face-off win. Nice job there. Comes over, D to D. Katzma puts a soft one in, and they chase on to the corner. It's in back. It's Colby Springer. She's going to move to the wing board side. That comes back to the point. Now back to the wing board. Shot on. Oh, good tip. Once, twice. Good job by Colby. Good defensive play. Nice save. Did a great job there on the tip. They're going to do it again. Springer lines in. Face-off is trying to come back. Finally gets it back. Here's Katzma. Uh-oh. Here's a break for the Muskies coming in on Andert. Coming straight in on her. Left side. Good job by Katzma. What a back check by Katzma. She's able to get there and couldn't even get a shot off. Excellent angle there. 1:24 left on the power play. Katzma's going to carry that in. She puts it right side. Paisley shot on. Good block by the Muskies there as it couldn't get all the way through. Goaltender gets a glove on it. What a defensive play. Katzma making up space. Frontline switch with 1:19 left. 1:05 left in the period. Smith, Levelholtz, and Johnson. Smith back to the point, just misses the point, splits them. Rogers couldn't get there, neither could Kayla. It's going to come up on the side. Kayla goes center to Penny. Penny has it. She's going to try to carry center, gets stick lifted, pushes it in front, has time and space. Smith has the wing sideboard, just misses Johnson, thread in the middle. Opportunities have been there. They're just missing on the connection. Great idea. Ander coming out there, playing it, does a good job. Looking like a player side off the stick of Smith. She's got a hustle to it. 33 seconds left as that comes right up center street. Played. Dogs. Smith in the half boards as she tries to move around. 21 seconds. Picked up. It's Rogers. Rogers trying to move center. Gets it up to Johnson. Johnson has it. She's going to skate it in and through. Shot on. Good save, goaltender. 9 seconds left here until the intermission. Power play has 22 seconds. They'll carry in a bit of time of power play to period 2. See what they have a setup here on the power play face-off. Penny tries to move it forward. Johnson tries to pick it up. Back to Penny. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Tries to put one on just wide, and that's going to do it. 3-0 selects here at the end of 1. Get some instruction here. Again, they're going to carry that power play into period 2 for about 13 seconds. Nice job in front by the ladies. A couple centering passes that are just hard to defend when you all of your attention's with somebody behind the net and they're feeding it out front, pounding them in. Girls getting instruction from the coaching staff. Again, 17-minute periods here. Already on the clock for that. Cap City will take on, Badger City will take on Thunder Bay, I think directly after us. Same sheet of ice. Fort Francis High School playing back-to-back today, maybe an hour gap. As the instruction continues. Refs blew the whistle, so maybe they'll start moving. Usually they don't. And nobody moves. Well, 2 power play goals today so far. Gotta like that. See if they can add a third one here. Not a lot of time left. 13 seconds to try to put it in the back of the net. Going to be a little tight on time. Ander getting set up there at home base along with the Muskie goaltender. Jacobson, Keevil, and Larson. That's kicked through. Larson picks that up, comes through left side, leaves it for Keevil. Left side, Keevil in front, off the side of the net. Larson got dumped there as the shot came through. She's going to circle. Johnson has that out top at the key. That's going to do it for the power play. We are even strength as it's in the corner now. It's Keevil out to Johnson. Didn't see the lady coming from the box, and she came in a hurry from the box as the puck comes out of play here on the spectator side. They put it up and over the glass. 16:36 left here in the second period. Long changes. This was interesting this morning. It's a large sheet of ice, so those changes get even longer. That's in front. Sluck's trying to center one at Jacobson. Couldn't quite get it off. Here comes the Muskies. Good stick there. Just not enough to turn it around as the Muskies come in through center. They're going to try to move it. They do. They get it center. Comes all the way far side. Muskies pick that up, and they're on the half boards with it. They pull a reverse down low, and they start a cycle. Now move it up to the point. Point side, trying to move it back down. Morgan Keevil trying to block it, couldn't quite get it. Nice block in the back, though. Johnson able to get there, battling hard. She gets it out of the zone. Muskies go for a backhanded regroup to the blue line. They miss it. Hard on the forecheck is Johnson. Comes all the way up, picked up. Jacobson has it, moves it back, gives it to Annika as that played forward for the Muskies. Comes all the way back, going to go to the corner, picked up by Olinsky. Olinsky's got a stretch pass. It's Duncan. She's all alone. Here's Duncan coming up. Shot. Oh, and a goal. What a goal. Let's take a look at this replay. Excellent stretch pass. They caught the Muskies in a change. Duncan screaming for it. She gets enough pull away here and just puts one bar down. 4-0. Keevil having herself a game here. 15:32 left in the second. Selects up 4-2. We square in for the face-off. Comes back to the Muskies. D to D, now up far side right. On it's Katzma. Katzma gets a stick on it, turns her away, tries to hold the zone. Trying to move it off the half boards. In there to help is Duncan. Sorry, I think I said Keevil, and I think that was Duncan that scored that. My apologies there, Reese. That comes up. Here's Ava Kilgore. She'll come left side, right in the center there. Good idea. Just missed it on the feed as the Muskies try to break it up the right side. Now they'll come center. They got numbers. Offsides. Yep. She was looking for a pass on the right side and didn't get it, but she was over early. Well, I got to give credit where it's due here. We're going to pull up that last bar down play just quickly. And it indeed is Reese Duncan. Reese, heck of a bar down ski as the replay plays out for you. We play on here. Puck comes in the zone. Andert's going to cover it for a whistle. Keeble's still having a good game. Either way. 14:48 left in the second. 4-0 Selects. Face off left side. Andert. Squares in is Springer. Springer back to Katzma. Katzma picks it up. She moves it all the way. Rims it around to Paisley. Missed it. Hits enough ice to slow it down. Can Bailey get there? Just misses it by a foot. Needed another 2 inches of ice on that board side. We'll redo the face-off. Same time, same place. Andert. Left side. Springer moves in for the face-off. Face-off is moving out. No, not out of the zone. Held in by the Muskies. They're able to put it center. They're going to come in center. Shot on. Nice shot by Andert. Blockers that aside. It's going to be put in the corner. Played in by the Muskies. They're going to take a look for a centering opportunity. Sitting in front. Still sitting in front. Nice job there by Adams. Able to get that out. Leaves the zone. Delayed offsides right now as that gets put back in play. 14 minutes left to play here in the second. Katzma trying to center one. Misses the mark. Shot on. No harm done. Andert answering the bell there under pressure. That does get out of play as the Muskies are going to try to chase that all the way back. Icing will be the call. Face-off upcoming in the D zone. 13:58 left. Levelholtz, Smith, and Johnson out there. Backside's going to be Rogers and Dogs. Face-off comes back to the Muskies. They're going to try to move it in. Comes all the way far side. Smith couldn't get a stick on that shot. Goes all the way through. Picked up. It's Rogers. Rogers has it. Brings it up left side. Cuts center. She's got time and space. She's going to use it. Cuts center again. Taking a look for a centering pass. Takes a shot. It's in front. Johnson hacking away at it. Can't get it in. It's still loose. Comes out front. Runs into a player. Smith picks that up. Oh, they try a backhanded pass to Dogs. Missed on the pass. Dogs, nice job. S-curving around, trying to find solutions to the problem. Comes to Johnson's side. She's got to play with a foot. Loses a wheel there. Muskies pick it up. They're coming in on Andert. Look for a centering pass. Levelholtz is able to get a stick in the way. She's going to carry it up center all alone. Ooh, good idea. Tries to cut through the skates of the defender, and it's kicked there. Good cut off by Dog. She's able to stop that. Comes out. Penny's got a chase. Smith and Johnson come off. Levelholtz chases by herself, causing problems in the back. It's Muskies now trying to leave right side. Chipped up off the glass as that's going to be picked up. Annika Olinsky doesn't like what she sees, reverses it around to Sophia Johnson. Johnson chips it up, and now in play. Here it comes. It's Larson. Larson has it right side. She's got Keevel. Oh, she tried to bury it 5-hole. Great speed by the girls there. She tried to put a 5-hole and just misses on that. Good stretch by the goaltender. 12:31 in the second. Offensive zone face-off. Jacobson squares in there. Muskie's able to win that one back. Going to go to the corner, D to D. They'll look to exit on the left side on the half boards. Now center outlet. Miss it, but they'll get far side instead. Comes up. Olinsky's there. Olinsky's pushing them to the side. And we're going to go to the box there. Slash is going to be the call. Penalty kill for the Selects. Larson was pushing her aside, Annika Olinsky was pushing her aside. Used the stick there and chopped her down. 2 minutes stripping. Penalty kill here. Face off is one back. Goes up and out of the zone. Nice job there by the Selects, as this is going to be Keevel. Keevel's trying to put that up. It's going to be Katzma and Adams on the back, and Larson and Keevel on the front here. Larson loses a wheel. Muskie's carried in the zone. They try to set it up. They slow it down on the half boards. They're going to move it back to the point side, now back deep. Setting up an overload. Looks like they're moving to an umbrella here. Shot on. Nice save there. And actually didn't reach. Adams was able to block that with a shoulder in front. Doesn't even get to Andert. 1:22 left on the power play. Oh, Larson was going to kick that forward and go. Here they come in the zone as they try to move it off the wing side. That goes wide, comes all the way over, rims around. Good stick there by Katzma. Doesn't allow that to get to the center. They're going to come out of the back with it on the half boards. Set up an overload this side. They're going to move for a switch. Yes, they switch. Back for the Muskies in back. They go D to D triangle. Set up. Good play by Adams. Gets a skate on it and sends it the distance. They're trying to triangle in the back there with two behind the goal, one in front. And they were just moving it. Adams able to get a skate in front there to stop that pass from getting through. Muskies bring it up right edge. Go for another switch on an overload on the right side. They're going to take a look. Center, nice job there. That's played by Dogs, and she sends it the distance of the ice. 27 seconds to kill off. Dogs and Adams back on D. Duncan and Elliott on the front side. 19 seconds and ticking. Muskies speed left side with numbers. They take it, they dump it. Rims all the way around. It's picked up. They're going to drive through the net. They're going to bring it out in front. Andert, nice job sealing on the post. Able to get a whistle with 4 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Selects. Face off one back. That's going to do it on the kill. Bodies flying on the boards there. Everybody's okay. They're up. That was Dogs taking a hit. And Muskie's trying to center it. It's in front. It's going to be picked up by Duncan. She tries to move once, twice. Finally gets out of the zone. Kilgora hard on the forecheck. Goes over far side. As Muskies look to regroup and break out. Rolls over the stick of Rogers. As the Muskies are hard on the forecheck. They're behind the net here as they try to work it. Now they're going to bring it back to the point side. D to D over here. Shot on. Andert does a great job. Comes out of the net. She was about 4 feet off of that key there to cut that angle down. Makes the save. 4:44 left in the second. Selects up 4-0. Sorry, 9:44 left in the period. The netting is in the way on the right side of the clock, so I can't read the top piece of the number. 9:44 left. Shot on. Andert with a massive save there. Point blank. Able to get a right pad save done. As they try to put it off, goes off the side of the net, up and out of the zone. Chases on. Bailey's on that forecheck. Here come the Muskies. They're going to try to bring it in. Nice job by Sophia Johnson. Stopping that from progressing. Paisley far side with Olinsky. Finally comes up to the point. Shot on. Andert watches that go wide. Sophia trying to check it up. She's able to. Gets it to Bailey Shue just out of the reach of Paisley. Should be an ice. It's going to be. Face-off upcoming in front of Sierra Andert. 9:04 now left to play in the second. 4-0. Selects. Left side here for Andert. Wolinski and Johnson stay on the backside. Levelholtz, Johnson, and Smith come out on the front. It's played in the back. Sophia puts it off the board. She gets Johnson now to Penny. Penny, Levelholtz has it. Tries to move it over. She gets it to Smith. Smith shot on. Oh, my goodness. What a play there. Penny trying to get that out of midair. It took a strange bounce off the blocker and goes to the corner. They play on. Comes around the net. Smith's got a release from front. She does. She gets walked around on that one as Muskies pick that up. They get it to Johnson. Johnson has it. She moves it to Smith. Smith is able to get it, but ricochets off and save. Selects able to put some pressure on here. In-zone face-off upcoming. 8:34 left in the second. Jacobs is going to square in here on the face-off. It's one back, right in front, shot on. Once, twice, good save there by the Muskies goaltender. Jacobson able to get some work done there, just couldn't put it away. Good defensive play. Jacobson going to rush into the corner on that one. She picks it up. She takes a look center. She had Keevel streaking as that's going to be played up and out. They're going to come up left side. Katzma's back. She cuts. Andert, nice job by Andert. Met her at the net. Her and Chloe working together on that. She had nowhere to go. As that was trying to be reversed out of it, Katzma using that long stick to her advantage, exits the zone. Here come the Muskies. They'll shoot it in. Stopped by Adams. Adams and Katzma back on D. Those are two very long sticks. Oh, my goodness. Backdoor opportunity for Jacobson there from a great feed from Larson. Muskies were able to get a stick on it before it could thread. Two really tall ladies there back on D. It's a tough go for a forward when you're coming in on both of them with those sticks. 7:44 left in the second, up 4-0. It's going to be Duncan and Kilgora with Elliott. Good job here. That's kept in the zone. That's Dogs, and they're going to chase on. As Rogers puts one on net. Nice save there by the Muskies goaltender. Looked like a right pad save. Comes in. Dogs, nice job. Holds the zone. That's going to come all the way back. On the chase is Kilgora. She tries to cut off the chase. And Muskies pick that up. They reverse it around. They come behind the net, and they look for an outlet. Indirect pass. Dogs picks it up, regroups at the red line. Rogers loses a wheel. Duncan picks it up. She's able to put it deep into the zone. On the chase first is going to be Elliott. Kilgora in there. Gets a stick on it. Kilgora, far side. Carries it up all the way here to Rogers, rather. Shot on. Nice toe save there by the goaltender. Kilgora has that. She's going to move it far side. Reverse triangle now by Selects. Duncan's out front. Shot on behind the net there as they're trying to put it on. Good save again. Here's the Selects as they move it into the corner. It's in the corner now. They're going to take a look. Rogers off a skate. Unlucky bounce from the skate. Dogs has got to cut it off. Does she have enough speed in the tank? Here they come on Andert. Oh, nice save by Andert. She gets a blocker on that. Sends it wide. Great call there by Andert. It's going to be an ice. Girls were tired. Not a bad whistle at all. Get some fresh legs. 6:18 here in the second. Andert coming up big on the answer there for the blocker save. 1-0. Dogs doing everything she could to get back. 6:18 left in the second. 4-0. Springer squares in. Muskies have it. They're going to try to enter the zone. It's in the corner. On it is Olinsky along with Springer. She moves it over to Johnson. Johnson's releasing from the net. Comes to the half boards. Now out to Bailey. Turned around right in front. Andert, great left pad save. Outstanding job, Sierra. Showing good range there. Reaching hard with that left pad to get it in front. 6:01 left now. Springer squares in. Face-off was one back. Chipped up and out of the boards. Bailey can't get there in time. Muskies play with it. It's behind the net. They have it. Looking for a drop pass. They're going to pick it up. Comes center. Good hold on the line by the Muskies. Bailey was trying to cut it off. She's still battling. Girls run into each other. Andert's able to put that in the corner with a paddle. Olinsky picks it up. Tries to move it off the half boards. Again, Paisley's in there with her as well. Paisley's trying to move it. Muskie's caught in a change. Paisley's able to work her way out of that, and she's going to put it center as Bailey tried to move a backhand pass in the middle there to Springer. Picked up. Johnson backhanded to Paisley. Misses, but that's picked up. It's Springer, right side. Carries the line and puts it deep as the girls try to get fresh legs on. Johnson comes in Bailey's stead. Paisley hard on the forecheck, holds the boards, hits the glass, stays in play. I thought that was coming right to us. Olinsky with it, plays an indirect off the board. Springer misses the play there. Just came off the edge of her stick as she tries to battle. Johnson Springer moving in. Smith on the forecheck. Just misses that. Comes up. Great job there. Number 21, Chloe Katzma with that stick again. And another one as her defender goes down on the ground. Muskies try to circle away out of it. Comes into Johnson. Johnson picks that up. Center. Smith plays one deep into the zone. Chases on. Johnson and Smith going after it. Good speed here by the Selects. As the Muskies able to turn that around, though. They'll bring it over right edge. Drop pass by the Muskies. Shot on. 3 Selects in the way of that shot. Good tip. It's in front. All alone with Andert. Shot and a goal. Somehow the puck squirts out to a Muskie player who's all alone in front of the crease. Nobody on her. Ander trying to go left or right and throw a blocker at anything she could to get that shot from happening. I think she was going for a poke check. It's a tough play for a goaltender. 4-1 as the Muskies get one back on the board. It's been all selects to this point. That's in front here. It's going to be played by Keevel. Keevel gets it up. Here's Larson. Larson tries to move middle. Bodies flying everywhere there. Just tripped over each other. Kasma picks that up. She's got Adams far side. Adams picks that up. Makes a move. Cuts middle. Uses that long reach again. And there's Larson. Nice job there. Oh, Larson was just going to move middle to Keevel. Good play there by the Muskies. And that's going to be offsides. Delayed offsides right now. Girls got to tag up. Here come Muskies rather, left side. They'll move center now. As the girls battle on, they come down. Kind of a fluke goal there. They let that goal from the blue line. I don't know if Ander didn't track it or just didn't see it because she was screened. Yeah, it looks like she was screened there as the select players move left to right. 4-2. Got ourselves a little bit of a game here. Selects were in full control and have answered with 2 quick ones. I don't think Sierra saw that one coming till the last second. Duncan on the left side with Kilgora. And that gets put deep. Abby Elliott hard on that forecheck. Elliott's got it in the corner. 3:18 left to play in the second. 4-2 now. Selects in the lead. Chase is on. Duncan's trying to get there. She gets a stick in the way. Battle ensues on the half boards. It's going to be picked up. 3:03 left. Dogs picks it up and back. Circles around. Takes a look. Comes off the boards. Nice job by Elliott. Moves a switch around. Doesn't like it. Rims it all the way around. Tries to reset the breakout. Muskie's able to step into that on a heavy pinch. As Rogers trying to play that around. Goes behind the net. Squirts out here in front. And Duncan has that now. She loses the handle. Does a backwards look. Able to connect. It's Rogers. She brings it up left edge. She has help. She tries to cut middle. Loses the handle. Muskies are going to try to bring it in. Ooh, Kilgora able to get one in there. Nice shot off the back of the goaltender's skate there. Dangerous little feed. 2:20 left to play in the second. Get a change here. Paisley and Shu on the front end with Springer. Sophia Johnson and Anna Kolinsky on the defensive side. Face-off stuck in the middle. Muskies pick it out. They're going to chip it off the boards. Picked up by Olinsky. Shot on in front. Oh, and a goal. Paisley able to put that rebound away. Great save again by the Muskie goaltender, but she leaves a juicy rebound, and Paisley able to put that one away. Excellent job there by Paisley. Select's able to answer. They needed that one. 5-2. Great puck movement. Comes out to the point. Shot on. Rebound goal. I'd say that's probably how you draw it up. I'm sure Coach Bauer was on the bench throwing that face-off play up there. The old adage of put them on net and good things happen. Here come the Muskies, left side. They're going to take a look, survey the field. Shot on. Nice block there by the defenseman Olinsky. Comes around. Muskies, they're going to try to circle. Try to move it off the half boards. She's going to circle again. She's going to cut middle. Paisley able to get a stick on it. Races on. Paisley in her home rink trying to make things happen. Good hustle by Paisley there. She just couldn't dig hard enough to get the win. They are stuck on the select side of the boards. Paisley gets that, dumps it. She's looking for some fresh legs. Smith comes on along with Johnson and Levelholtz. Smith misses on the forecheck. Comes back a second time. Able to get a stick lift out, but couldn't stop the progression of the Muskie player. As behind the net, that's Adams. She gets out of harm's way. Picks it up. That's going to be Penny. Penny has it center. She's moving up. She has Johnson left, Smith right. Comes in the middle all alone. Oh, my goodness. Penny, I totally missed that. That was a post to crossbar. Yeah. Went to Andert. Son of a gun. Not my best work. 6-2, Penny. Unbelievable. That was a crossbar post in, I believe. Could hear the pipe ringing from up here. 104 left, 6-2 now. Select's getting back on it as they kind of let him back in there with a little bit of loss of focus, but they play on. Here comes the Muskies as they try to bring it in the zone. Right side, 50 seconds left. It's brought in. Muskies have it. Johnson picks it up. Doesn't like it, goes opposite side. It's Adams. Adams, far side. Trying to move it. Larson's over there for Smith. Smith got off for fresh legs. Muskies play it deep in the zone. Looking for a centering pass. Comes out in front. Good defensive play. Muskies able to get a second shot. Anders trying to locate the puck. Shot on. Oh, my. Dangerous there as it gets deflected and goes wide into the corner. Comes back to the defense as the Muskies play it into the half boards. Katzma battling hard. Comes out. It's Penny. Penny moves it up. She kicks it up. Trying to get a centering pass. Great defensive play. Penny throwing a little bit of hand back there. Didn't appreciate the back check. That's going to do it for the second. 6-2. Going to go to intermission here for an ice cut. We'll return thereafter. right. Girls coming back on the ice for the third period. Excuse me, as we look at the selects popping on now late. 17 minutes back up on the clock. Girls will get a quick stretch in. Andert already back in net there as referees are moving the pins in. Moorings into the net. Some instruction from coach. Both coaches, for that matter, giving some last-minute instruction before the third takes underway. Select's given up 2 in a row there to the Muskies, but immediately answering with 2 of their own. So still a full 4-goal lead, rather. The 4-2 is a tough one. 2-goal lead's the worst lead in hockey. As we get ready to start the third, again, Select's up 6-2. Refs blow the whistle. Cheers are set. Right side for the Muskies. See what the chess pieces are. Waiting for the selects here. It's going to be Jacobson with Larson and Keevel. Backside looks to be Dogs and Rogers. Face off one to the side. Muskies are going to try to pick that up. Nice job by Jacobson following that up. She's got it. She puts it deep in the zone. Muskies reverse that back around. Now play it behind the net. Try to come out the other side with it as they get it in to the half boards. Good stick work there by Morgan. Picks it up, tries to play a regroup. It's taken by the Muskies as they come in the zone. They're open. Shot on, goes just wide on Andert. As they're behind the net here, girls trying to move the puck. Selects are able to put a hard one off the boards, rim it around. As the Muskies are able to pinch hard and hold the zone, they're going to try to walk it out in front here. Comes all the way out. Larson picks that up. Comes up left side with speed. Cuts middle. Moves right side, shot on. Good save there by the Muskie goaltender in the chest protector. 16:05 now in the third. Kilgora pops on with Abby Elliott and Reese Duncan. As that comes all the way back, shot on. Good save there by the goaltender. Going to go far side. Duncan tries to pick it off the half boards, rims one around, comes all the way around. Elliott's there. She tries to move it. Kilgora picks that up. Kilgora has it in the corner. She's taking a look. Can't quite get it centered. It's moved by the Muskies around the net. Oh, the puck sticks in a water spot as it's right there behind the net. Trying to get a glove on it. Can't quite get there. Comes all the way out to the corner. Whistle blown. I think Kilgora got a stick stuck in the door over there. They were worried about player safety, so they get a whistle off. Get a change on the front side. Muskies don't like that water spot. Try to move some snow in the area. 15:32 left in the third. Face off one to the side. And that's put all the way around, rimmed around. Paisley's trying to beat the race. She's able to get there, sends it around. Takes a spill on it is Springer. Springer on the forecheck does a good job. Hits the puck away. Muskies on the second attempt able to exit on the half boards. Stuck on the half boards now as it's played deep by Springer. Paisley goes to chase. That puck stops once, twice now. Behind that net, just real soft ice back there. As the Muskies are able to chip one out and races on, Olinsky's going to try to get up there as they come in on the right side. And they cut middle. Oh, good defensive play there by the Selects. Sophia Johnson on that back check, able to get a stick on that so a shot couldn't get off middle. It's picked up, just misses Paisley reaching center. Springer comes off the ice. Levelholtz comes on with Johnson and Smith. That's going to come all the way over. As that gets on the corner, it's picked up. Here's Smith. There's Johnson. Johnson's got it. She moves it far side. Here's Penny. Penny tries to cut center. Gets a stick put on the puck as they try to exit the zone right side, now left side. Forecheck's got to move. Smith trying to get a stick on there. Couldn't quite get there in time as that's going to come all the way around. Good job by Smith. Gets enough stick on it. Picked up there by Adams. Adams tries to move center. Hits her own player on the way out. Puck flips over Johnson's stick. Third attempt. Finally out of the boards. There's Johnson able to tip it forward. Races on. Penny and Smith. Now just Penny moving up. Penny's got back door covered. Here comes Johnson skating around. Swivels around. Sends it deep. She goes off for a change. Penny misses it on the boards there. I don't know if that puck stuck again or she just missed it. Here's Larson out of the corner. Tries to center one middle. Picked up by the Muskies. They'll move it around the net. Go right side, exit on the hash. Good job there by Keeble. Keeble able to keep it in. Plays it off the boards. Tries to cut middle. Muskies able to intercept it. Jacobson now takes over the forecheck. Along with Larson. Good hold there by Dogs. Puts that deep in the zone. 13 minutes left to play here in the period as Jacobson picks that up, looks for a backhand center, couldn't get it off, plays one again to cycle it deep. Comes all the way up as the girls wait for it. Played there. Here's Rogers. Rogers shot on and finally saved there. Was tipped and pad saved by the Muskies goaltender, and she gets a glove for a whistle. Goaltender getting some padding tied there. Looks like a string or something came loose. Equipment situation. Get a line change on the front side. It's going to be Elliott with Kilgora and Duncan. Face off one, stuck on the dot there as the girls battle up. Muskies try to leave center. They're able to. And turned away there by Duncan. She's able to hold the zone. Now on the left edge, Muskies try to leave. They're able to get one up and pass. Icing is negated as it was tipped by the Selects on the way out. And there is Rogers. She tries to play it up and out, able to do so. Tries to go middle now, and that's picked up. Here's Kilgora. She'll move it up to Elliott. Elliott right side. Elliott going to take a look, pulls the knee stop. Tries to go back to the point. It's Dogs. Dogs with a backhander comes to Kilgora. She's going to move center. Kilgora was looking center there. Finally gets a shot off. Good pad save by the Muskie goaltender. Goes to the side. Picked up far side. Shot on. Good pad save. And right back at her as Elliott puts one right into the glove there. Good save by Muskies. Nice far pad shot. That's offsides. Played though by the Selects. Oh, pulls the string. Sophia Johnson showing the hands. Tries to play it in between the feet. Gets taken down there. Puck is in the middle. Johnson looks okay. She's up and running as that gets put far side. And that's picked up by Springer. Springer puts that deep in the zone. That's going to be now Bailey Shue in the back of the corner trying to make it happen. And that goes up and out of play. Should be an ice. 11:14 left in the third. Icing's the call. We'll get it in front of the Muskie goaltender as Smith, Johnson, Levelholtz comes on. Again, left side of the Muskies goaltender. Got Johnson and Smith playing opposite sides. Smith right wing with a left-handed shot and vice versa for Johnson. Almost in a power play-esque thought process. Maybe trying some backdoor stuff. Stays in there. Oh, just off the skate there of a Muskie and Select player. Johnson able to intercept that. She comes in right side. Rowan's high slot. Penny tries to move low. Johnson battling in deep. Still has it. Still has it. Penny picks that up and goes out of play. .45 left there as Johnson was trying to move that in. Annika Olinsky comes out. Face-off is in the zone. Smith gets that, moves it around. Muskies rim that all the way around as Kasper's got to try to get out of it. Smith picks that up, tries to move it in center. She has all kinds of traffic. Tries to play that in the corner. Levelholtz has to take over as Smith got put on the boards there. Chloe steps in, tries to hold the zone. She's able to. Smith goes in on the forecheck. Katzma again with it. Penny tries to go center. Loses the handle on the way in. Smith and Johnson were hoping Penny could get that loose as they were still there. Here's Keevil now in the corner. Johnson got off. Keevil trying to pull a spinorama, but she's able to pick it up. Put it deep as Smith gets off for fresh legs. 10 minutes left to play here in the third. Adams is able to hold the zone. Muskies try a reset. Here's Adams, shot on. Well wide to the right side. Missed by about a Buick. Oh, a centering pass for the Selects. Chloe steps into it, gets a piece of it, but second trailer for Muskies pick it up. They come center, good defensive play. Tries to split the D, and she goes down. Nice job by the Selects holding their ground on defense. Regroup in process here as they go stretch far side. It's Muskies, right side. Try to bring it in. They pull an E-break. It's turned away. It's Larson. Tries to bring it up. It's Jacobson now, left side. Tries to cut to Duncan. Misses it. Picked up. Shot on. Goes wide. Picked up by Duncan again. She has it. Reverses out of it. She has Larson. Larson and her switch. Oh, Jacobson was open in front, and they missed that feed. As Rogers picks that up. Loses the handle. Here's the Muskies. Jacobson loses the puck there. It's in the corner. Rogers picks that up. She's going to take a look. Doesn't like the view. She'll put one deep in the zone. Chase is on. First on the forecheck is Duncan. Kilgora second there. Just missed it. Dogs can't hold the zone, but she does reverse it. Stops the puck from advancing any further as it's on the half boards right in front of the Muskies bench. Whole slew of players in there. Refs don't like it. They're going to blow it dead. Good time for a whistle. 8:22 left here in the third. Selects up 6-2. Face off just outside the blue line of the Muskies coming up. Duncan, Kilgora, and Elliott come on. Fresh legs here as we start the shift. Regroup ensues for the Muskies. They try a reverse centering pass. Doesn't work. Regroup now for the Selects. Top of circles. Johnson goes indirect for Duncan. Muskies are able to get a stick on it. Stops the progression. Stuck on the boards this time in front of the Select bench. Comes free. Olsen does a good job bodying out of the way. Johnson's going to take that over behind the net. Good reverse by Johnson. Moves the other way. Gets put in the boards, but able to get it out. Little wet back here in the Select zone. They haven't been back here. That exits the zone now, comes in the Muskie zone. 7:44 left. Hard on the forecheck as Kilgora skating really well with the Muskie. Step for step. Olinsky steps into it. Plays it the other way. Muskies are going to pick that up in neutral zone. Bailey able to get a stick on it. Stop progression there. Now Kilgora. Kilgora backhands it all the way up. Muskies pick it up for a regroup. Top of circles. Missed the outlet pass. Should be an ice. And it is. We'll go down to the other end here in front of the Muskie goaltender. So it's going to be the right side of the Muskie goaltender. Springer in on the face-off dot with Bailey, Shue, and Paisley. Face-off is one back to the point for the Selects. It's Katzma. She tries to put one far side. It's deflected and goes wide. Paisley loses a wheel there, takes out a Muskie with her. Adams tries to reverse out of that and get a backhander. Can't quite do it. They're in on Andert. Heck of a shot there by the Muskies, but off target as the Muskies look to regroup it. Top of circles, missed the pass. It's going to go deep behind the goal line. Paisley hard on the forecheck. In there to help was Springer. But Muskies are able to spring a breakout here as they're going to come out. Cross, wide open in front. Great job by Katzma. Doesn't even let a shot off on a 2-on-1. Able to get a foot on it in the end. That's going to go right through the crease, go far side. Muskies pick it up. They're going to try to put it on net. It's in front here, trying to move it. Finally comes up to Paisley. She slows it down, does a good job. Far side, she's got Bailey, hits her center. Bailey comes in, moves left side, trying to make space. Loses the handle, goes into the boards, goes right in front. Paisley picks it up, skates through to the corner, tries to take a look for other bodies coming to help. Good defense play by the Muskies. They put Paisley down on the ground. Looks like the Muskies are bringing physicality here in the third period, but the Selects are holding firm. Puck is stuck in a foot, just missed Rowan darting in the middle there. It's going to be an ice. Rowan came streaking across the ice. She was seen. Puck tried to get to her and missed her. Smith, Johnson, Levelholtz, Rogers, Dogs. 5 on the ice. All fairly fresh. 5:55 left in the third. Levelholtz digs in. Face-off hit the ref's skate there. She actually won it, but it looks like she didn't. Johnson plays that up. Oh, and it hits a weird stanchion bounce. Penny plays that. Good switch by her and Smith. She puts a shot on. Smith was going hard to the net. Can't get to that rebound. High stick is the call on 6, Rowan Smith. It's going to come all the way down here. High stick. 5:35 left in the third. Face-off won by Penny, gets it over to Rogers, loses it. Muskies pick it up. They're behind the net trying to make it happen. They're going to reverse out of that, look for a centering pass. Rogers, Penny back there to help as well. Penny hits a skate on the way through. Muskies pick it back up. They're going to try to center it. Andert able to put that aside. Penny puts it off the boards. Johnson. Johnson is able to chip one. She's got Smith with her on the other side. Here they are. It's right in front, just sitting there. Still sitting there. Bodies are flying everywhere. Comes back to the point. Olinsky, shot on. Smith loses an edge at the plate there. And here comes the Muskies. Good little play there. Almost had a tip goal there by Smith from Johnson. Just couldn't put it away. That's in front as they try to play it. It's going to be the Muskies. Muskies going D to D. Over on the wing side, Andert answers the call there on the post side. And they're going to try to skate out of harm's way. Here's Olinsky with it. Center, shot. Oh my goodness. What a goal by Olinsky. Comes over the blue line. Take a look at this and darts one top shelf. 7-2. That's a heck of a rip. Face off one back. It's Muskies. They're going to try a regroup, play it off an indirect bounce. Nice job stepping into it is Sophia Johnson. They're going to come back center. They're able to get a piece of it. They're going to come in through the middle, and good defensive play. Selects move them to the end. Morgan Keevold, Sophia Johnson, and Jacobson in there. Good defensive play. They're going to bring it around the back of the net. Muskies, they get it out to the top of the key and put all the way around, rimmed around to the corner. Selects beat them there. 3:40 left to play here. Selects try a center outlet. They're going to get it. Just last-ditch effort there by a Muskie player, able to get a stick on it. Here's Larson. She'll play a regroup, top of circles. Far side, look for a stretch to Duncan. Missed the pass. Good idea. Just missed there. 3:32 left. 7-2. Face-off upcoming for Andert. Face-off one back. Muskie's shot on. Goes well wide there. They'll play on. Pinched here by the Muskies. They'll put a shot on. Behind the net. Goes over far side. Elliott picks that up. She's going to try to move it up and out. Too many Muskies in the way. They're going to come up center street. Shot on, goes well wide, almost hits the camera. Oh, good play there as it's finally up and out of play. Here's Kilgora. She has it left side. She's got numbers with Duncan. Tries to put a soft one. Great play by the Muskie defender. Able to get a stick on it as Duncan's going to return it. Has it. She has Kilgora streaking. Finds her. Oh, just misses her. Here's Elliott far side. Trying to put it on net. Adams is going to step. not sure if she lost an edge or she was hit there. I think it was a combination. She looks okay. She's up skating around. 2:34 left. Adams plays center to Duncan. Duncan has it, stuck in a foot. She's going to return around and put it deep in the zone as that's paddled aside by the Muskies goaltender. 2:20 left. Here comes Speed with number 2. Rogers steps in front of that, so those Dogs are able to turn it around the other way. Paisley has it. She's all alone. She has one defender to beat. Nope. Finds another trailer. It's Bailey Shue with a shot and a save. Great look for Paisley there to get it to Bailey. Just enough patience to allow some more troops to come in. Face-off upcoming. It's going to be Springer with Paisley and Shue. Backside Rogers with Dogs. Face-off, one to the side. Muskie's able to muscle into it. They play it and rim it around to the half boards. Rogers try to seal off with Paisley there to help. Muskies come out of it, move center. Good hustle there by the Selects as they try to cut off the angle. Offsides is the call. Whistle. 1:49 left to play in the game. Face off, one forward by Springer. Picked up by the Muskie. Paisley's hard on that forecheck. It's picked up by Rogers. She moves it up. Here's Springer. She has it. She moves it over to Bailey. Bailey Shue enters the zone. Goes back here to Springer. Shot on. Good save there by the goaltender. Stick to the back of the head there. Looks like a slash will be called. Selects go on a power play here to end the game for 1:31 left on the clock. 2-minute power play. They won't see the end of it, but there'll be a man up for it. Smith, Johnson, Levelholtz come out for the power play. Rogers and Dogs stay on defense. Penny, nice job on that face-off. Gets it back to the point here as they're going to try to set it up. Shot on. Rebound comes to the side. Smith trying to get there. Able to get enough of the stick. Couldn't get a full clear out of it. Smith couldn't get that rim on the far side as it comes out of her reach again. Here's Smith trying to poke it back. She gets it back to Dogs. Dogs back to Smith. They're going to be able to slow it down now. Here's Smith. Smith has it. She's going to cross. Leaves it to Dogs. Good reverse by Dogs. Shot. It's in front. Just sitting there in a goal. Great job by Penny. Smith with a great drop pass. Dogs puts it on net. Rebound Penny for the goal. Eight to 2. Smith to Dogs to Levelholtz. Minute left to play here. Power play over. Back to even strength. Face off. Muskies right off the bat come up left side. Try an e-break. Smith goes back on the back check. Backhands one out of the zone. Penny tries to move into it. It's going to go far side to Johnson. Good read by Muskies. Johnson slows that down, tries to regroup it. As they're going to do indirect off the boards, just couldn't reach Smith. There's Johnson trying to move it up ice. Can't get it up. Penny reverses around. Here's Sophia Johnson. Off the boards, Izzy Johnson. Smith, far side, tried to get that out of the zone and get Penny stretched, and Andert. Great glove save. I think that's going to do it. They're just running the clock, letting it run out. 10 seconds left there. They just run off. Selects will take this one 8 to 2. Okay, so I got the game time wrong, so let's see if I can look it up. I think it's 10:45. 10:45 tomorrow. Be against Thunder Bay Queens again, as the Selects won 2-0 this morning on that one. We appreciate you joining the Dusty Bender Network. We'll see you tomorrow morning.